Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a Project Life process video for you. Instead of a regular week, I am going to be working with some photos from a beach trip that we took last year. I had so many fun photos from the day that I wanted to make a spread using just the photos from that day. I currently have some of them already printed out, and I've picked out some of the journaling cards that I want to use. Right now I am going through my color cast designs, embellishments that I have, and that I want to use on this spread. Now all of these color cast design goodies can be found in her shop, and they are all from the June release, so hopefully some of them will still be available. I'll leave a link in the notes. And here's some more. I have some more wooden pieces, and I'm just going to try to figure out where I want to use them on my spread. I have one that's a circle and then one that's a starfish. I had the idea of placing some stamps on some of these photos that have some white space. The first one that I'm going to be using is the stamp set from the Fun Story Kit from Ali Edwards. And I'm going to put one of them on the picture of Maddie and Noah. This one says Fun Memory, and I put it right below his arm there on the photo. And I thought I would add a star on the right side of that stamp for a little color and a little embellishment. So I'm going through my stars to see what color I want. I end up going with an orange color, and I'm going to leave it there for now. I'm going to move on to work on this title card. I have some tiny little palm trees that I have from a Paislee Press digital kit that I have, and I put them onto a piece of white cardstock. Underneath the palm trees, I'm going to put the word getaway, and then underneath the word getaway, I have where we were and the date. I'm going to go ahead and glue everything down now because I know that I am done with this title card and it's ready to be put together. I typically don't glue anything down until I've gathered all my supplies that are going to go on the card. And then once I know what it's going to look like, I'll glue everything down. I'm going to finish up this card by adding that triangle on top of the getaway. And there's a closer look of the title card. And it is all done. And I'm going to move on to this square photo that I had printed out, and I'm going to go ahead and cut it out and then figure out what I'm going to do with it. The thought was to put it onto a 4x6 piece of cardstock or pattern paper or something. I'm not quite sure yet, so I'm going to leave it alone and work on some embellishing here and there. I'm going to put one of these puppy stickers onto this journaling card, the one that has the orange and the pink on it. The thought was to put the sticker on top and then add some journaling underneath that. And right now I'm just trying to figure out what color and what size I want. The red one was just a little too small, so I'm going to go and try this blue one out. And I like the size of that, so I'm going to leave it for now. And I'm going to place a piece of chipboard on top of the photo next to the card that I was working on. I've gone ahead and printed out the rest of my photos for my spread and placed them where they're going to go. And I also have started printing out some of my journaling. You saw earlier where I have the white cardstock that says summer on it, and then it has some journaling underneath, and that one is for the smaller square photo that I had printed out and played with earlier. And so that one turned out really well. I'm going to go ahead and put a little fish on the title card right now, and I think that's the perfect touch to get that title card done. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up my spread by just putting a few finishing touches here and there. I'm going to put a few word strips onto that top photo. And then I decided to move the wooden piece from Colorcast Designs onto that photo as well. I like it there instead of on the other side of my spread. I think it finishes that out real nice. And let's see what else I do. I think I put a chipboard piece right in the middle of that sun. And then I play with one more chipboard piece on the other side. And then I decide to add some letters onto the left-hand side. I'm going to spell out XOXO. I'm trying to figure out where exactly I want to put it. I first thought that I was going to put it underneath the journaling on that pink and orange card. So I placed that on there and then decide to move it here in a minute. It will eventually end up on the other card, the pink and gray one. As you can see, I was very indecisive on where I wanted to put it, but eventually it ended up on the top of the pink and gray card. I'm going to go ahead and set that down now and move over to stamping on that summer card. Now that summer is a digital piece from Paislee Press. And once I got that stamped, I'm going to add a tiny little star. And then that card is done. I decided that I wanted to add a few more word strips onto the photo on the left-hand side. So I get those placed down, and then I keep thinking about that pink and gray card. It's just not coming together the way I wanted, and I know I should have just let it go and left it, but I moved the letters down to the bottom, and then I put a wood camera there on the top, and I think that just balances it out a little bit better, and so I'm happy with that. I'm going to leave it as is. And I believe I have one more journaling card to finish, and then I am done with this spread here. Although it does look like I add a little stamp in between the two kids there on that photo. And that one is a stamp from the fun kit from Allie Edwards, from the story kit. And then it says, "Have more fun." And so I thought that was very fitting for that photo because they were having so much fun out there together. And so now I am just going to finish up this journaling card, and I added some journaling onto the card there. I'm going to finish it off by putting a few embellishments onto the top of the card, and then I am done with this spread. So I want to say thank you so much for coming and watching my video. I am so sorry it took so long to get this one up. Thanks again for coming, you guys, and for all the likes and all you subscribers out there. I will see you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.